here we are again. 12 hours 59, so 13 hours. 13 hours in, I am repairing up some of my walls. I'm noticing currently that I'm making accumulators by hand right now. My laser turrets are, the bases are, let me say this again. They're attacking my bases frequently enough with enough force that I don't have the power when it spikes using the laser turrets to fully use my laser turrets in the big areas. Oh, that didn't come out very well. When all my laser turrets are going off at the same time, my power is not at max satisfaction, so my laser turrets aren't killing the biters as quick as they could be. That's what I'm trying to say. So here I am. I'm going to make some more whatever these are, accumulators. Lay down some more of these. Try to help so that way when I do get these spikes, I have the power to the literal power accumulated to try and keep up with all the spikes. Let's see if I can find. So yeah, like right here, here's some of the laser turret spikes. They go up to around 15 megawatts just in laser turrets, and I max out at about 34 megawatts, which is way more than I'm actually capable of producing. I guess right now I'm charging and I'm only at 27 megawatts, just for reference, because I'm charging my accumulators right now, so I'm pulling as much power as I possibly can. So that actually helped right there, just throwing those few more, or that was a light attack, one or the other. Up here, where I finally got my thing set up to make my base, all these turrets, again, everything is getting just destroyed by the biters right now. And I'm spending a lot of time making my setup here to get all the materials I will need to expand even further and faster and more efficiently. But in doing so, I am a little behind on research, not necessarily in my eyes, but probably in the curve of how the evolution of the biters is going to how I am researching. Because I would probably want to get 1 or 2 more laser science packs working. Excuse me, which means I would need utility science, the yellow ones, and that's flying robot frames, and low density structures. I've been on right now stream for 9.5 hours, I think. So I'm starting to lose my speech in this clip, or in the last couple of clips, if you've noticed. But I will need to get flying robot frames, so I'll need low-density structures, and I'll need, that's just electric engines, which means I'll need lubricants. So it's really, I think I'll have to get into oil for the next thing. But here I'm just making a little bit of a basic, just here's my green circuits, my iron, my copper, my steel, my circuits. These are making my tier 2 assemblers, my drills. This is always rigged up weird to try and get my red belt, red undergrounds, and red splitters all in one spot. The only thing I have left to do over here, I think, is power poles and inserters, fast inserters, which isn't really too tricky to do. That stuff's pretty easy. So I'll do inserters, I will do fast inserters, and I will do power poles and maybe lights, because I end up just using the lights all the dang time. Save me from having that weird one iron stick in your inventory. And trains may or may not be done here as well. I guess possibly I could find a way to... I guess maybe in the future I will, but for now I'll just work with whatever I'm working with down here. I have a decent backup of train. I have about 1,000 rail, so that would be enough to get me, holy moly, get me a patch somewhere of stone, and maybe just bring that in, because I don't think you just need raw stone to make tracks, right? Yep, just raw stone. I have the iron, I have the steel, I just need some raw stone, so I could just even bring it in from one of these patches somewhere. Maybe set up another train here and another station up here where the copper dumps off. Whatever. I've got options. For now, though, I'm sitting pretty. This will be great. It'll allow me to expand and really now work on maybe doing some oil processing here in base, or maybe finding a place to do oil processing, because with oil, you want to have coal nearby, I think, right? To get the plastics and the petroleums working. Yeah, because I'll need petroleum... And I could do the coal liquefaction, but to make the plastic, it's the coal and the petroleum. So find a place where I could properly do that. And I do want to soon get my concrete together, so I have concrete being made and can set up. Oh, there goes my whole base. How the fuck did they get there? Well, that ain't good. Maybe, you know, I'm going to just reload up on that one, do a little cheat trick, because I wasn't paying attention to my base when I was sitting there chatting. So that's what I'll do. Good luck. See me soon in another hour. Hopefully more put together and a little bit more done up. Peace. Welcome back to the next clip in the series. We are at 14 hours, 1 minute since you've last seen. I had over here somewhere, I think it was this one, I had my radar set up, and the biters kept coming by and just destroying it, and it would make me really scared because it was cut all defenses off from over here. I have since went, and we're actually running out of iron in the starting base, which I wasn't actually prepared for. I didn't realize I chewed through it so much, and a lot of it is still caught up here because I'm like on this half stone, half iron stuff here where I'm trying to just get all that stone off the iron so I can mine it up the right way. I have looked at what I need to do next, and I have to work on oil next. Oil's got to be the next thing because oil's the next research, but is it going to allow me to do... I don't even remember. Oil. I need oil for processing units. I'll need sulfuric acid, so I'll need to get all that stuff up. So I'm securing this coal here to make myself some woo-woo fuel, as you can see. And I've set up a little bit more solar, a little bit more accumulators, sitting pretty at... about 760 megajoules, and we're only pulling about half. So we probably have about 60-ish megawatts that we can produce at a time. Our evolution, if I can spell it right, 0.4. That it feels insane how much it's going up. I wasn't prepared for that either. So I'm setting up coal here so I can get some trains ready to rock, and then I'm probably gonna have to go and make another outpost somewhere, or I don't know. I mean, I have to. Gosh, dude, look at them. They rip right through everything. Thinking maybe doing oil down here, though, because I have a little bit of desert, so I'm going to be open. But all this tree coverage down here is actually, like I said before, it's doing really well keeping this pollution out. So maybe I'll take this base out and this base out and maybe do my oil processing down here and bring these train tracks off to the side and pick up all my oil over here to then process it further somewhere. Maybe I'll do it over here since I can grab that coal and just belt it across. Use that coal with the oil and make my petroleum and my plastics over here. And maybe I'll make my new base just go this way? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. What the heck, dude? These big spitters are a pain in the buns. I guess they're out of ammo because they keep attacking like crazy. So yeah, I'm kind of at a loss right now for what I want to do, but I know that I have to just kind of keep making progress or I'm never going to get anywhere. So step one for me right now is get this coal working, and then here we can see how this attack fares on my... I put a lot of turrets down here. Hopefully they don't destroy my my stuff. So let's see how this works. Powers, okay. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Okay, cool. So, see you in another hour. Whoops. See you at hour 15, and we'll see what happens from there. Thanks for watching the series, and check it out on Twitch if you like it. You want to watch it live and watch me no idea what I want to do. Alright, everybody. Welcome back to hour 15, I think. 1 minute in. I almost missed it. I was jamming and going. As you can see, I'm riding a train. This is my first session back on recording since probably, I think, whatever the hour before this was. So hour 14 I did, and I haven't been on in a few days since. So this was me trying to figure out what the heck I was doing before I left, but got a little bit of sleep, got my brain functioning again, thinking about what I should and shouldn't be doing for things. And so where we last left probably was somewhere, I set up a fueling station here just for my train that goes from my copper station all the way up to my base supplier stuff here. Set up on the bottom, or on the west here, I put, instead of doing the big poles with the turret every big pole, I'm doing the small poles, just to get a little bit more frequency, because these biters are pretty evolved at this point. I think I destroyed a few in my breakpoint. I hit a breakpoint, yeah. We're at 0.46, so it seems like medium biters are very common now. I took out a base... All the corpses, I think, despawned, but there was a base here, and there was a base here. There's still this base up here, but they've been coming in pretty swiftly over here for my power, so I also did the same setup of doubling up my poles here, and you can see there's a lot of corpses here, but I'm doing okay, I think, where my my base, my walls, whatever. My stuff's not getting damaged, which is cool. But I'm setting up right now. This is just iron up here. I'm going to have to get it eventually. Figured I'll start packing it up right now. driving it down, and I'm just gonna fuel it right into my starting base, since my iron down here is getting a little on the lax side. It's not empty yet, but as you can see, these belts going in for my steel and iron are not full. I almost said fuel. They're not full yet. So I'm starting to lose out on iron and things and eating it all up. So I want to just fill this up so I can continue to have my production working well and continue to research some of the minor things out of the way, such as I did worker robot speed. I did worker... I think I just did workers in general. Yeah, I got the robots. So I'm going to start just getting some of these up and out of the way and prep myself for, again, what I'm going to have to do is do oil. Because I'm going to need lubricant to make robots, and I need flying low-density structures to do the next tier science packs. Yeah, I'll need low-density structures, which I'll just need advanced circuits, which means I'll need sulfuric acid, electric engines, which is going to need lubricant, things like that. So I'm just going to start needing to get into those late-game materials, such as lubricant. Low-density is going to need a lot of plastic, which is just more oil kind of things. So I think, again, I might have mentioned before, I might set up oil over here against the coastline, try and use these trees to my advantage to keep just some biters out while I can get some research going. And that'll be a nice place for me to be, I think, to fuel the science labs up here. I'll be able to just for shits and gigs belt or train those new packs up here and drop them off. That way I can continue to research some. I think I'm going to prioritize wherever it is energy weapons damage and laser shooting speed, my first 200, because that's going to, again, be another big jump in defenses to help just keep... I don't mind that I'm taking some damage, like here and there, but every now and then, like a big robot or a big pack will run up and just actually really almost kill one of my laser turrets. And again, it's not a huge deal because the laser turrets aren't extremely, like, expensive at this point, but just that I'd rather be on the front end of defense rather than be on the back end of the defense, you know? Want to be ahead of the curve there. I also am thinking about possibly setting up some places, maybe flamethrower turrets, but I don't think I'm there yet either. I think I can just double up on... I still have I can still put, you know, 3 more turrets here, laser turret wise, and my power has been pretty okay as well, if I can find a pole to click on. Yeah, I still have a 760 megajoules, and I'm only pulling, well, I'm not researching at the moment, but only about, you know, a quarter of my total electric network's needs. So I think that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully I can get to the oil next, and you can start seeing some good oil stuff happening in the next part of my vid. Anything from the radars? Nope, just massive packs of monsters. I haven't really placed any radars. I placed one here to keep this going, and this is just probably showing up here. Ooh, more copper. That's actually really nice. Sort of was on the hurt for copper, but now that I see a patch of 12 million to go along, like this is a... Ooh, you can see this? Yeah, they're doing work. This patch of 3.8 mil is just going to get me through. That patch of 4.1 and 11 mil, those are great, but there's so many biters over there that I don't think I'm quite ready to take down and or up my evolution factor by a lot. Where this one, I could maybe sneak up and grab this without having to be too wild. So I'm rambling because I haven't been on in a while, and I'm just rambling out my mouth. So thanks for watching that one, and you'll see the next clip here soon. And yeah, stop by the Twitch if you want to see it happen live. Thank you very much. All right, we made it again. 16 hours. I keep messing up my pipes here. Just got down here the, now you guys can't really see because my radar's not there. I will run there for you. Finished doing our oil over here. Currently, just 2 refineries at the moment. I moved my train that was originally coming up here and dumping everything off. And there was 2 refineries right here, and I just undid all my pipes all the way across for petroleum that went underneath this water, and they came down here, and I just moved them right here, as you can see, to where we're currently at doing everything here. Doing advanced oil refinery, so I'm making the heavy, the light, and the petroleum, and then at the moment I'm just converting everything via chemical plants, cracking it down into light, and then cracking the light down into petroleum, making solid fuel out of petroleum since everything is going down into petroleum. Everything is going from heavy to light to petroleum. So I'll just make that to fuel this, even though it's not the most efficient way of doing it. It's just, it's ease of mind for right now. Everything just goes to petroleum, and I'm using petroleum for everything right now because I just make petroleum into the plastic bars for advanced circuits. The sulfuric acid is from petroleum, from the sulfur and everything like that. So nothing out the wild, out the ordinary. These are full, right? Are these currently working? Or are we just not making petroleum? Oh, right. Because I need to fill the oil back up. So that's where I'm at the moment. I need to do... We'll just do that. Train stops in the way. There we go. One of those. One of those. Fuel. Take the coal out. And that's enough to get you going. So that should go pick up some oil. Actually, shit. Wait. Stop. 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 Ah! Nah, I'll never make it in time. Never mind. Ah, well, maybe. I'm going to take it for a ride. I probably parked it right there. Now it's going to die. Just want to see how quickly it actually grabs all the oil up from the pumping station. I think we're still okay there. All right. Go, daddy, go. So yeah, currently that's where we're at. I'm gonna get that oil moving, and as far as processing it and turning things into lubricants and things like that to make my next science, maybe I'll do that underneath here. Maybe I'll go find a place to properly set up. But again, I don't want to. I've been hesitant to expand out much more at the moment until I can get some semblance of some science packs going to keep my research moving, to keep my laser turrets at a strong enough situation to keep the monsters at bay. Excuse me. I think though. What did they? Oh, yeah. So I'll have to go up there and fix that then too, because they're starting to come heavy. All right, something to work for next. So I think that's where we're at the moment. Everything's breaking down from heavy to light to petroleum. Using that to make fuel at the moment. I'm going to steal a little bit of this fuel right now to put into my tanks. Other than that, I think, I don't know. What do I have to use to make the next science packs? Processing units, which is going to be sulfur and both the other circuits. Flying robot frames, which is lubricant, I think. Electric engines. Electric engines get rough. Not crazy rough because I kind of have that stuff, but I'm just like running out of space, you know? I think it's going to be time to set up a proper rail network, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just get some sulfur going right now and make some cliff explosives, clean this area out, and I'll make base 2, since I've kind of got this corner in this corner situation. There's no biters in here. They're all already on the outskirts, so maybe in here is where I'll just make a spot for science, depending if I can get enough cliff explosives. I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe get some cliff explosives, try and clear this whole section here out from cliffs for the most part, and sort of run a real train setup, and then be able to bring the oil up and over, or bring the whichever oil I currently need at the moment. I think there's enough room here for me to set up a train station right here. One that can pick up petroleum, light oil, and or heavy oil, depending on what needs to be. I can set up a three-way station there and work from that. Take those up into this area over here, and then convert them into whatever materials I need. Probably going to set up, maybe then I'll set up over here a train station underneath here as well, just to pick up all these science packs and reroute my science somewhere. That way I could just route my science wherever needs to go. I think that's what I'll do. So, stay around, see you in another hour. I'm getting, my videos are getting longer, and I'm starting to ramble on a little more as I'm going, because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, where I'm taking the base, but see you in an hour, and we'll see what happens. Peace.